Oh, sorry, I burped. Welcome back to TG, guys. It's starting to get hot in here. So I need to take off my clothes. Do I need these? I mean,
I'm just here in the corner.
I get better items like later. Give me this. Oh, a wooden armband. I needed one that was made out of wood.
It's a wooden bra.
A wooden bra. Well, that's what I threw away. I'll throw another one away. I'll keep one in case I need it for crafting. I don't need the oil.
I wonder how old Recettear is.
12? 7?
She's just so tiny.
I mean, I'm kind of glad this game is kind of forgiving. You know, it just sends you back to the beginning. But at the same time, like, if you're really far into the game, and that happens to you, that was kind of sucky.
Like, imagine you're about to pay off the debt. Like,
yeah, you're finally done, and you're just like, oh, I just need that 300,000 more, and just like all of a sudden, no.
No, you're like 50 coins away.
Yeah, you already sold all your crap to the guild merchant, and you're just like, fuck.
Like, you literally just sold everything. You're just wearing your pajamas and no shoes. Like, here's all the money.
Please, give me the last 50.
I'll pay you the last 50 tomorrow, I swear. Nah, bitch. This is some insufficient funds. I'm taking your house.
So, like, what? Are we just stuck in like an infinite time loop until we actually pay off the debt?
Probably.
What did your father do?
That's what I want to know. I really want to know what.
A lot of hookers.
A lot of hookers. What episode was that when I yelled that out? I don't remember. What did he do? How much money do you have to spend to become a hero, supposedly?
It's a lot of hookers.
Watch, you got into a pyramid scheme to become a hero.
I have a question.
What?
So I read a lot of like web novels, and one of my biggest pet peeves now are the ones that revolve around harems. Right? I don't like heroes with harems, which is like very weird for me because I'm kind of in that situation, but not really, and I don't want to really talk about it. But anyway, I don't know, like I just don't like that type of like character model, and I'm wondering what your guys' opinion is on like harems in general.
We were just watching a video about that yesterday. On how to be a main character for a harem. And the reason why it's so popular is because people tend to relate to the main character.
How do you relate to what?
Because, hear me out. Because they're not really extraordinary. They're kind of plain looking. They don't really have an opinion. They're just like quiet losers. Sorry, guys.
Quiet losers.
And that's what people kind of feel related to. Like,
you know, now that I think about it, my high school life was very hard on me. I had like 4 girls that
they wanted my bones.
Well, yeah.
That's how we say it in Spanish.
I'm not even joking.
Get me huesos. I mean, it's just for me. Like I don't understand.
I was literally too oblivious to know until like 2 of them actually called me during the summer break. Literally the summer break that they knew they weren't gonna see me again. They somehow managed to get my number, called my house number, and then like had a long chat and confessed. And I was like, oh, you could have said something.
I thought it was gonna go another way. Where like she's like, come over.
No, I was like
school day style.
I was like 14, so
and still super religious.
And still super religious. Like, super religious.
I'm just throw away this fur ball and pick up this other fur ball.
I don't know, for me it was like
I'm pretty sure there was a Bible so far up my sphincter.
I mean, it was both ways in high school.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good to, like, conserve your chastity. Right? I mean, if you don't want to, I mean, yeah, who cares? But like, but like, if you do, like, there's nothing wrong with that, and it's kind of weird because in society that we have today, it's just like, have sex as early as you can.
On top of it, it's like pressure by every one of your friends. It's like you should totally get with her. It's like, but I don't want to. I'll date her, sure, but
Yeah, but it's kind of part of growing up. It's one of those growing pains.
I mean, like one of the most like one of the biggest reasons that like I've been told like, well, you should have sex early is so that way you get experience, right? Because you don't want to go into like the rest of your life without
And sucking.
while sucking and at the same time like only having like one experience. You know. I mean, that's the argument I hear the most.
Yeah.
Right? But that's about it. I'm gonna laugh if I need that nutmegs.
A counter to that argument is, funny here was my first.
Right.
And needless to say, there's no issue there in our sexual lives.
Right.
Well, that's because I'm very patient.
Well, you were very patient. Now you're very, what do you call it? Yeah. That. And it's to a very demanding point.
I'm sorry.
So, and it's not,
I have needs.
no, it's not that you have needs that,
I have needs.
I've learned.
I have needs
You
from DJ.
at
From
this
DJ. From DJ. Grab the rod all the way to completion. All the way.
Jeez, 2 hits, he's almost dead.
Oh, because I was using special SP tax.
He
But
just one
with the
damage
whole
to you.
harm thing.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Well,
For
that's
me, it
fine.
went both
Hit me!
ways.
Really?
Yeah, I usually was. Well, after middle school, I was trying to be straightforward. If I like a guy, I try to tell him because I guess I was very impatient.
I mean, for me, like middle school was very like behind everyone's back. You know, basically trying to like figure everything out. Middle school was a weird like area, but for like in high school, and I think I already talked about this on the show. But it's just like it was just like at one point I'm just like, okay, let's just be confident in myself. And I just had a girlfriend for every year. And oh, really, really, really?
Yeah, like in high school, I tried to be bold,
Respect.
but at one point I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be doing all the work. But if someone wants me, they'll fucking come out. They'll come at me, bro. Fight me.
Ride me!
Test your might.
My experience. Hey, look, give a new item.
Oh, it's an apple. Oh! I can't carry it. I'm out of fucking room. And I kind of need a couple. Oh, I can throw a dagger.
I don't know. Then again, I'm a Gemini, so I change my mind
Probably
a
good
lot.
for ingredients.
I hope so. Oh, let me throw his slime footage. So I'll keep the dagger.
Well, for me, mine was weird. So mine was mostly in high school, though I don't really remember too much of my middle school days because I bounced across like 4 middle schools, I think, or 3. So it was just kind of like every time I got to know someone, I was gone. So I never really bothered with girls or anything.
With relationships in general.
Yeah. So my high school, I was really trying to actually go out with someone because that's what the quote-unquote meta was. Yes, I used meta in dating terms. And
destroy the non-believer. Go on.
As the meta was growing, all my friends were like, "Dude, I got a girlfriend. Dude, we need to get you a girl. Dude." And I'm like, if it happens, it happens. And then I met a girl that I like, and I was extremely awkward and shy, and it was hard for me to ask someone out. But apparently, one of the girls I was talking to about said girl liked me and never told me anything.
Aww.
And
doesn't that suck when you start talking to someone who you have a crush on and they're like, I like someone else.
Well,
It's too late
I
to
never
apologize.
Breaking hearts since 13.
I actually never had that happen to me.
But you
I've
did
only
it, is
done
what
it.
you just said.
And here's the thing, because I wasn't going out with said girl at said time, I was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have totally dated you. I'm not even joking, because she was real nice, she was cute, and she was one of those, if I had to put a personality, she's like you,
Oh. Okay.
more sexual.
Huh. I mean, I consider myself a pervert, so
Well, we're talking like she's
rapey.
not necessarily. She has 4 brothers, so like all of her context comes from like having the 4 brothers talk about sex and all that other stuff. And
So, I mean, for me, like, I mean, I've had like a lot of chances with really beautiful girls, and not that my current girlfriend's not beautiful. She's like super beautiful. But the thing is, like I had probably 10
wouldn't wear Ben's Yusuf.
where it's just like, man, I had probably no, because I could turn it into a maiden thing. The maiden's bracelet.
Oh, you need it then?
I could throw away the honey.
No, the honey's expensive.
Let me see, I mean, this is test. I mean, we're beginning grinding this up with the thief next anyway.
Hopefully that goes.
But the thing is, like, I had like so many chances to stay with like really like beautiful girls throughout like all of middle school and elementary school, and like a lot of high school too. Yeah. And no offense to like my first girlfriend in high school, but like she wasn't like that attractive. I really liked her. I mean, it was a really complicated relationship. I mean, I was basically her beard, right? So that didn't go really well for me.
I don't know.
I used to be really emo, so like like I had like feelings, you know.
I got hurt feelings. I got hurt feelings.
So like the thing is for like I felt things very strongly. I still do.
I don't know. I was just weird. I'm weird in general.
I desensitized myself to the rest of the world. No, I get it. It's just like, but for me, like I've always felt like everything.
You should eat a candy and take that candy on the floor.
Okay.
But again, I was, like I said, it went both ways with me with
I don't have a candy.
Hiram
candy apple?
situation. Hiram.
Oh yeah, that's what sparked this conversation.
Yeah. With the Hiram situation, it was like either way for me. Either I confessed to a guy that I liked him, or I was oblivious that people liked me.
That's new.
Because my personality, I'm very friendly. Like I can make friends easily, or start a conversation with people if I wanted to.
Right.
And immediately I'd probably be someone's friend in like an hour or less. And I hug a lot. I really hug a lot.
To the point where like people have fused into my flesh, you know, when I hug them. I am now part of everyone.
I kind of had an issue with personal space for a while.
Really?
So
I mean, like, so my biggest problem with humans is that when you first get to meet me, like, I like showing like talking about the facts that I learned, right? But for a lot of people, that bugs them because it seems like I'm just trying to one up you, which I'm not. It's just like for me, like knowledge is very interesting, right? But the thing is, when you first get to know me, you're like, oh, this guy's really arrogant. He's just trying to show off everything he knows, and like that's not me.
Because knowledge is power.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like for me, like I like sharing this type of information, which is why like I'm sorry, I'm just gonna speak through.
To run, do it.
Yeah.
Run.
It's just I really like the fact that I just really like learning, I guess. So it's more of like
Getting better at dodging those fish.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just for me. It's just I get kind of pissed off when like people think it's just me being arrogant.
Well, I have the ample named nickname of Kia because I know a whole fucking lot of useless facts, and I mean a lot of them. So every time something random comes up in conversation, I'll answer it or I'll say something about it, and then she'll call me Kia, meaning know-it-all.
Mr. Kia, yeah. It stands for
toothpicks.
you know it all.
Let me pause. All right. Next time on TG, guys.
We will continue our banter of uselessness.
Yes, our banter of
Bye.
uselessness.
And crazy crap. Okay, bye.